Hi guys, it's Katie here with Life in the Mundane, and I just wanted to give you a tour of our homeschool room. We currently use our dining room as our main homeschooling room, but we also have some stuff downstairs that's sort of our excess or surplus books we're not using this year, or just some of our general reading books because I have way too many kids' books to keep them in one place. But thought I'd show you guys kind of what we're doing this year for school. So here is our school room. Just set this up for this year and we'll see how it goes. It's always an ever-evolving process, so we'll see. But basically I have two different bookshelves here. The bookshelf over to the right is all of our manipulatives, our learning games, our activities, that kind of thing. And then I labeled each shelf just because I have fun with my label maker. So we've got our math games, our phonics games. This whole shelf is math manipulatives, from counting cubes to magnetic numbers, number line, that kind of thing. Then down here, I'm gonna do my best. Down here is our language arts section. So alphabet letters, I've got writing prompts, magnetic words. And then this side is sorting and shapes. A lot of this stuff is used in our math lessons too, but I wanted it separate so that I had it accessible for math or for my preschooler. And then here is our reference shelf. I obviously have way more books than this, but this is our general, quick, constantly reference books, our encyclopedia, geography, dictionary, that kind of thing. We've got books on animals, atlas, that kind of thing, and then our magazines that has our National Geographic zoo magazines in there, and I love that it's just quick and easy to grab off of. This bottom shelf honestly is miscellaneous stuff, busy bags, puzzles, things that my preschooler can get into that she can only get into during the school day. And then here are our rolling carts. I bought a set of 3 different rolling carts, as you can see over here. And then I mixed and matched the drawers so that I could kind of color code it because we have 4 kids currently homeschooling. So one child's purple, one's blue, one's red, one's orange. And this carts, I have a program called Lesson Picks. It's a subscription thing you can subscribe to online. I'll post links in the comments, but basically you can make up all sorts of different pictures and labels, and it's actually used for making flashcards and picture charts and stuff like that. But I used it and took pictures of each of our school things and velcroed it so I can switch out what's in the box. But basically it is their workbooks. So if they have any workbooks for any of their subjects, this is where they go. So this is my daughter's math book, handwriting. This is where her Bible stuff is going to go. It's not in there yet right now. Over here you have my son's Grammar Galaxy textbook, or his student notebook, that kind of thing. For all about, sorry, some of the stuff is stocked and some of it's not. For all about reading, I put them each lesson in its own sleeve protector, so I can just pop a lesson in there so I know where it's at. So I love this, that it keeps all of their student material separate, and then all of my teacher stuff is over here on this bookshelf. Okay, and then we have, this is a tool turnabout from Pampered Chef, and I had an extra one laying around, so I decided to turn it into my school kind of caddy. I've got scissors, expo markers, paintbrushes, I've got pens. These are our skip counting cards that I got off online. Different ones because we're going to be working on that really intensely this year, and so one of those easily accessible. Colored pencils, extra pencils. I've got our fun little pointer thing that we got from the Dollar Tree, rulers, that kind of thing. So I love having it all in one place, that it's easy to grab. These over here are some easy readers. So level 1 and 2 readers that my kids can start using as they're learning to read. I love the fact that they can just grab them and know that they should be able to read at least most of the content in each one. Then this is my teacher shelf. There are some things on top. We have all of our Lori kits on the top and our clock, but this is our all about reading. I've got kids in 3 different levels. So we've got all about reading pre-reading, all about reading 1, all about reading 2, all of the student and textbook materials there. Their flashcards are in the boxes, and I've got our writing prompts for the year. Anything we're not really doing a formal writing curriculum this year, but we're using some of the Evan Moore workbooks to work through writing a sentence and learning to draw and write that we're going to be working on. And then I got these great journals, primary journals where they can draw a picture and then journal what's going on. We also have this section is for my grammar, spelling, and handwriting. So their handwriting workbooks are down in their drawers, but there are a few things like their handwriting chart that teaches me the different strokes that they use. They're all about spelling, and then their Grammar Galaxy teacher book. All of that's there. This is our science. There's some papers on top of it, but this is our science. We use Becca for science. And then this is our geography. We are going through the Simply Stated and going through each of the 50 states and learning different facts about that. So I've got all my books for the different states on there. And then these are their notebooks with that. The notebooks don't actually fit in the drawer, so the notebooks do stay up there. And then down here, we have sort of our morning time activities. These binders have worksheets for your name, address, phone number, that kind of thing. They're Bibles, and then some of the materials we used for Bible and morning time are Aesop's Fables, our theology book, my ABC Bible verses, a lot of fun activities like that. And then down here is our preschool shelf. Some of this is just fun and toys, educational toys, coloring books, color pencils, that kind of thing. And then there's some workbooks, Saxon Math Kindergarten, and our ABC alphabet curriculum that we're going to be going through with my daughter. Down here, I have some of my household notebook, our portfolio from last year, that kind of thing, and then some of our art books. We don't have all of our art supplies down there because I don't want them that accessible to the kiddos. This is my teacher work boxes, which is why they're all mismatched. They're all the miscellaneous ones that didn't go on the other shelves. And I haven't updated the labels on these. They're from last year's labels, but basically it's a bunch of my teacher resources. So staplers, tape, got hole punches up there, rings, rubber bands. These are our solar eclipse glasses that we ordered. And then we have this box, it's got my label maker, it's got a box of crayons, box of markers. These are our extra supplies. One thing I did this year is I made a box for our school crayons and markers and color pencils and whatnot. These are to only be used during school times at the table with school activities. And then I made a separate one that says kids coloring pencils and kids crayons. But when they want to do a random art project, those are available to them. They can grab them. Those are all the miscellaneous crayons from last year. The broken ones, the mismatched ones, and whatnot. So they can go crazy with that. With these, have to stay at the table. And that way, when we're in the middle of a math lesson and we need to color the triangles blue, I can actually find a blue crayon. I have my laminating. Those are my sleep protectors and my laminating papers. This is my resources that I've printed to use throughout the week so I can find them. So I have some assessments that I printed for the kids for this year. I have a skip counting game that we're going to be working on that I put in there, but sort of resources I printed off that we're going to be using soon, but it's not ready for. Stickers. My kids love working for stickers, so I like to keep a nice stash of different kinds of Dollar Tree stickers and whatnot. Down here is our CDs that we'll use for different activities during school, just educational CDs. And then the bottom one is actually all of our mailing information, our envelopes, checkbook, stamps, so that I can easily pay bills online. That's the only non-school thing that's kept over in the school area. Our pencil sharpener and whatnot. So hopefully this kind of helps. Then over here we have our US map. It's dry erase. It's really cool. We're going to be taking some trips this year, and so I plan on having the kids kind of chart out and put stickers on the states that we've been to this year as part of our US geography. And then this is sort of my wall of reminders. So this is my chart talking about the circle of blessing. If you're familiar with Paul Tripp's parenting book, this has gone over 5 questions to get to the heart of your child. Some other resources that I used about asking yourself, what's really going on. And then, sorry, if you can see, our other resources are slow. We need to remember to speak respectfully, listen attentively, obey cheerfully, and work diligently. Just kind of our wall. And this wall changes in and out all year long according to whatever we need. Sometimes we put our Bible verses up there. Sometimes we put things we're learning about, but just stuff to remind us about. So that's pretty much our schoolroom.